What also doesn't seem real to me, the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight. Who do you guys think is going to win?
Is Jake watching?
The fact that she could sit there while a whole stadium is booing you.
Now everybody is digging up all this stuff about Drake.
Speaking of live, we got to get into this. Dude, Vitaly.
There's 12-year-olds. They're like, oh, I'm going to go on Twitch. And then they pull up Twitch eating Doritos while watching caught on fire.
I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me and you guys have been like, respond.
Respond to what?
Respond to Logan's video.
I'm just playing, I don't fight, I do pray. I only go the way of Mr. Yahweh.
It's not often I sit down with somebody and they say something that makes me think.
Bro, this was great.
I love you guys.
But you give me something to think about.
My own damn way.
I had a lot of fun on this interview.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the George Janko Show. Boy, oh boy, did we have an eventful week this week.
Just a little.
Huge.
Just a little bit. And I know a lot of you guys have been messaging me and you guys have been like, respond.
Respond to what?
Respond to Logan's video. And although I don't agree with Logan's video, and a lot of my story was taken out of that video, and it felt like it was, it was played with. A lot of the people that watched it are already saying what I was going to say regardless. And so just to let you guys know, I'm not trying to do the whole back and forth thing. I'm truly trying to be a peacemaker. I'm not trying to go to war. I know a lot of people are excited about the beef that's been going on online with Kendrick and Drake and all this stuff. And people get excited about that, but it's not something I want to be a part of. I want to be the man that sits with my friend and discusses things and moves on and builds together.
Like you and Mike did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Me and Mike did exactly what I wanted to do, and I think Mike understood that too. I would love to have Logan come and sit down. It could be on the podcast. It could be off the podcast. I feel like, there's a lot of things that he wants to get off his chest, and there's a lot of things that I would like to get off my chest. But war isn't where I'm running to. Don't get me wrong, is my initial, yeah, of course, because I get emotional. I see somebody I love and they do something I don't like and I want to do that, but doesn't make it right? I gotta hold myself accountable. And I want to thank a lot of you guys, it's cool having an audience like this because they hold me accountable, right? And they don't brush it off. And I just thought it was really cool. So thank you for everybody who's been rocking with me on the show and in the journey that I've been taking. And God willing, we just keep making peace and making more friends, and we could just keep going in the direction that we want to go. And I think that would be cool.
Let's go, dude.
But other than that, let's get into the podcast. Enough drama, please. We're not drama.
No more drama for the rest of the podcast, huh?
I mean, no, we're gonna get into some drama.
We're gonna get into some drama.
Live performances. We had Nikki Glazier on here before, and she said when she was here that the roast is what she's going to be known for. And my God, did she not absolutely crush the roast?
Bro, incredible. I mean, but she's gone viral before for roasts that she's done. I think that's been her niche.
No, it's her thing.
Yeah.
It's definitely her thing. But man, dude, she had a standing ovation. I'm not going to lie. If I was there and I had my bit written and I have to go after her, I'm
just
out.
a wide shot of the whole roast and then just George in the corner walking off stage.
Bro, there's just so much about this roast that I want to get into because it was incredible. From Nikki just absolutely crushing, having a standing ovation, to Jeff Ross making that massage joke. And Tom,
Oh my God.
Bro, Tom just came up okay, I don't know anything about football, bro. I don't even know who they were talking about. To me, that's the lead mafia. Whoever he talked about, because they went through his wife, his kids, his career.
Yeah.
Tom just gets up and goes, hey, don't say that shit again, bro.
Crazy.
Bro.
Into his ear.
Dude.
But you know what, though?
Dude,
I do
he
see...
took it like a champ, though.
He did.
Jeff took it like a
Yeah,
champ.
bro. He didn't even acknowledge it. He's like, okay.
Dude, that's
And then just
great.
turned
What
his
were you
shoulder.
saying?
He didn't even blink. But no, but I did see online, people commenting, be like, wow, that's messed up. He doesn't even care about his family being bagged on, but then, all he cares about is his coach. But I do see both sides because I feel like Tom is taking that responsibility. He's like, okay, you can make fun of me in my life, which is going to include my kids, my wife, unfortunately. Yeah. But the coach, maybe the coach didn't want him to do the roast. And he's like, I don't want to be involved in that shit if you want to do that. So maybe it's that. I don't know.
I have been watching, though, that was his one request. So he said everything's on the table. My one request is don't say that, which is it's pretty cool. But I just, bro, to me, it's just like the live factor, bro. Everything's live. We're gonna tap into the Vitaly thing. We're gonna tap into all these live things.
Jake Paul thing.
The Kill Tony stuff. Where I can't wait to just pick this apart because there's so much cool stuff, and I really love live because it's in the moment and you can't take it back, and it's just the audience is there with you. But what I do want to kind of talk about, a lot of people were talking ill about Kim Kardashian. And how she got booed and good, she should have been booed or blah blah blah. But it made me like her more. The fact that she could sit there while a whole stadium is booing you.
If there's somebody that's PR trained and ready to work through booing, though.
But that's Kim, though. That's Kim Kardashian. That's why people love her, because she's a boss. At the end of the day, you can say what you want to say about her. You know, you can like her, you can not like her, but she's a boss. Like, she knows how to do her business. She knows how to represent herself, and you know.
I like it. I just find it. Okay, PR trained or not, bro? Thousands of people are booing you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. And she just had a smile on her face. Because I watched the edited version that Netflix put, where they took that out. So I didn't even from her performance. I didn't see like she was in any way, shape, or form upset or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't catch the wind until I went to social media and they were like, "Oh no, they edited all that out." That made me like, wow. I was really impressed because. Dude, if I'm at a comedy club and I watch just one dude say a joke and there's like 300 people in a room and you just hear them go, ooh, like, no,
or
that didn't hit.
Or even just silence.
Yeah.
Just as simple as not laughing.
Silence hurts more, bro.
Yeah.
Silence hurts way more, bro.
How do you even respond to that?
The worst roast like I've ever seen, like it was just super uncomfortable, but it was the most I've ever watched. I rewatched it so many times because like it's those moments that you want to watch.
Yeah.
Is when Mike the Situation went up. Did you guys ever watch that?
When what did?
Oh my gosh, bro, that was the most uncomfortable.
Context. I don't know. What is it?
He just went up there and was just like,
bad.
It looked like he wrote his jokes, which is like honorable. You could write your jokes, but I don't know if he wrote his jokes, but his delivery was just super like, it was just like he's not a comedian. And he's up there with the big dogs. And it was so uncomfortable to watch.
Poor guy, he'd be like, all right.
Mike, I know what the situation is. You need to leave. all right, hold on. Before we move on, Kill Tony, he kind of brought like roasting to a whole different level, right? He has a show.
Is that what the whole show is about? They bring on comedians, and then there's the chance that they do really good or they roast them.
Dude, I really don't know. I'm not even lying to you. I've only watched clips online. And, dude, first of all, Tony's doing stadiums doing this. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy that you could just grab the mic. There's no material. There's no dancers. There's no when you do a stadium, something like when I think of stadium, I think of NSYNC, right?
Yeah.
Look how much prep went into NSYNC, right? They had the dance rehearsals. They had the choreography. That's the same thing. They had the dress stuff. They had like the set designers and all that. There's just so much. I don't remember them right now, but there's just so much that goes into a stadium performance.
And then they just have a table.
And they just like a table. The one that you just like.
Well, also they have live music too.
I don't know that.
So sick. Yeah, they have a band on stage that like plays as people come out and stuff.
But I wanted to show you guys this clip because like back in the day when I'm old now, but back in the day when I used to watch stuff like, Full House or like anything remotely in the comedy and the family section, like, you know what I mean? Like you would be like, ha ha ha. And then like, oh, and then like, there would be something that touches you. Like, like Uncle Jesse taught her, don't do that. But then they end it with a laugh. So it's like, okay, like when you laugh and you know what I mean? Like
it's life.
I haven't seen anything like that in a minute. And I've been searching for it. Right. And I think I stumbled upon something like that on the Kill Tony episode. And I wanted to share it with you guys because I rewatched it so many times.
Please.
And I would love for you guys to watch this. So here you go.
You're from Phoenix, right? Born and raised?
And also she's from Phoenix.
Wait, let me go down and then I'll swipe up.
Yeah, you go. Just watch.
You're from Phoenix, right? Born and raised?
Born and raised in Flagstaff, Arizona.
Do you have family there? Is your mom there?
Huh, both my parents are deceased.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
I know, I was mad too.
But you have family still near the Phoenix area?
I have some siblings there, yeah.
Okay. November 18th, I'm doing the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. One of the biggest theaters in your hometown. Would you like to do a guest spot on that show? This bitch is about to turn me down, I can tell. I already know. She's such a comedian. Look at her pretending like she wants to.
Sorry, no, I really do want to. I just need to figure out my finances and shit. So
I'm going to fly you out and pay you to do a guest spot.
And I know you just moved here. I would love to have on the Secret Show Thursday.
Wow. And I want all those people that told you that you're not going to be a stand-up comedian to watch you.
I'm going on tour in October to Florida to do 6 dates.
Stop.
You want to open for me?
Damn.
That's so sweet. Wait, I have a few questions.
Yeah, go. Yes, this is town hall. Yes, young lady in the front.
Did she do a performance in front of them?
Yeah, she killed it.
Got you. So normally they have people do stand up from the audience and then they just roast them because usually they're bad. But
No,
this one time she was good.
I think they've had some really cool like comedians on there that did well. I don't think it's like they're all going up there to do bad. I think they're just they're having comics come up. And what I love that Tony said, he goes, I want everybody who thought you weren't going to be a comedian to come and watch you. And it was that moment where I was like, damn, because like he was like, look, she's trying to be funny and turn me down, but I saw what she was going through because it was just that moment of like, oh my God, like this is happening. Like they actually because imagine the world that you're in is like, nah, don't even think about doing that. But then you go in front of the people that you look up to and they're like, whoa. And bro, like nothing could be better than that, bro. Nothing could be better than that. So she's literally just puzzled. And then when he's like, yo, like come, and her real world gets back in her head and she's like, oh, I can't afford that right now. And he's like, no, that's not the problem for you anymore. And those moments like are just so special to see somebody like win like that. And I think that's why American Idol, when it first started, was so special, because you would see that kid next door working at Home Depot really break out and live his dream. Like, and I know we're living in times where we don't want our neighbors to win and everybody's fighting each other. But it's moments like that where it's like, dang, bro, good for Tony, bro. And then the other lady, she's like, come on, like you're gonna do this show. And I'm just watching this girl realize that she's worth it. And she could do this. And man, like
I kept waiting for another angle to come up where it's like, oh, just kidding. Like there's
you
a joke.
actually suck.
Yeah, something, because like so much content and stuff is like it doesn't feel like there's good intentions behind it, or it feels like the kind of thing where as soon as the camera shuts off, that it's like, oh, it's actually like this. Like here, this is a situation, but that you can tell that that's genuine. Social
media is bringing everything to life, right? So like if you're really poopy, like it'll show poopy stuff. If you're a really good guy, it'll be good. Like in game shows, like you on a trip to Hawaii, but you have to pay the taxes, and the people are like, I can't even pay the taxes for that.
Yeah.
And so they keep it, and they don't actually give it to them.
Yeah.
But they take the, oh, look what they did for them. But this is sick because, yeah, of course, Tony's winning, right? This is his show. He has like a good act coming on, and his show's performing well. And he could just leave it at that. He could have just been like, oh, all right, thank you, also next, and just keep collecting. But he took a moment to stop and really give her flowers. And man, I love that, bro. I love when I see somebody who's killing it give their flowers to somebody else. Like, that's why every time I see Joe Coy and people that have done things for me, I'm just like, oh man, like that, like thank you, bro. Like it's just a cool feeling, bro, because like it just takes one person to open that door for you. And watching it live like that was sick.
And also not just for them, I'm sure other people that are in those positions could see that clip and go, wait, why aren't I doing that? There's no reason that somebody in that position shouldn't do that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like you can share, you have this position, there's no reason you can't say, hey, come open up for me. Like you're extending a limb to somebody. Because I know you would do that if you were in that position, because I know your heart.
Thank you, man.
So if people saw that, I'm sure it just is spreading it. Super cool.
It's really cool. I really want to go to one of his shows, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, are they everywhere? Like, does he tour?
Dude, to be honest, like I'm not even gonna lie. I only watched some of his clips, but his clips were like one of those clips that I just keep getting obsessed with, and I kept like finding more of the clips.
Feels like magic in a bottle.
Yeah, what I liked is that he's doing something that I want to do. Like I want to bring the George Janko show, which by the way, oh my God, I always forget to plug my show. August 1st, Arizona. The tickets are going fast. VIP is already gone. General tickets are left, but here's a little secret that not that many people know. Every single person I'm going to say hi to. I always stand at the door at the exit and I'll say hi to every single one of you. So if you didn't get a VIP ticket or anything like that, don't worry about it. We're going to hug. We're going to shake hands. I'm going to see you. I'm going to say hi. But it's my first time we're going to be performing in Arizona, which is a very, very big deal to me because it's like where I was raised. And literally I could, not even exaggerating, every part of Arizona is where I used to dream as a kid that I would perform here. And now that I'm actually bringing my first George Janko show to Arizona, it is unbelievable. And if you've ever been a part of like the George Janko experience, please, bro, please come to this show because it's something that I'm going to hold dear to my heart for the rest of my life. But yeah, no, I'm inspired by Tony. I like that he kind of brought this like comedy and podcasting into the world. And we've been talking about this for like a year now. That's why we started the last show like this. It's a podcast comedy thing, and it's the George Janko show. And so I'm watching one of my peers do it at such a high level. He motivated me, bro. When he's doing stadiums and stuff like that, I'm like, whoa, bro. Like he made me dream bigger. When I saw what he was doing, I was like, whoa, I'm not dreaming enough. Like, I need to go bigger. I need to dream bigger.
It seems like something that should just be contained to a small little comedy store, but then it's like, wait, why wouldn't that be an arena? Everybody wants to watch that, but it's like, That just seems like something that's so contained, but he just made it into this like empire.
It's so cool because we're like with social media is like we grow behind the closed doors, right? So like I figure out a different way to edit or a different way to speed up things and all this stuff. We're fixing it behind closed doors. The audience don't get to see it. But what I find cool about live performances is as we're growing, so are they, right? So like the first one is like we had 2 comics come up and then I came up, I did some stand up and then Reed and Bell and I came out and we did a podcast. But now I'm like, oh wait, what if we like Tony made me think like I could fuse this. I could stand up there, as a stand-up comedian, have my 2 co-hosts right here, so we could just do this improv live thing. And man, and now we're, like as soon as I came up with that idea, I started thinking of all these cool like jokes that could go.
And that's literally from only one show. You're already like, wait, we can improve in all these ways.
Yeah.
And once we do this show in August, it's going to be the exact same way.
Absolutely, bro. And that's why it's so exciting to me. And also, it's like my whole family. Like literally, my grandmother is going to be there, or she better be.
Dude, maybe your old teachers will show up.
I hope not. Just imagine they're all up in front. They're like, I told you weren't funny. Go tell a joke, George.
They throw shoes.
Speaking of live, we got to get into this.
Oh.
Dude, Vitaly.
Bro.
First of all, I just want to make this very known, okay? There are some OG YouTubers and social media stars that I feel like they're grandfathered into social media fame. They can't die.
Yeah.
Okay, they're like cockroaches or like nuclear like bunkers. Like it's insane watching people like Fuzi and Vitaly just walk. And every time they walk off, we're like, they can't get out of that, and they come right back up to the top. Like, and they just walk right back at their place, and they just sit on their throne. And
crazy.
It is so funny to see this.
Okay, so tell me, as a newbie, and maybe for other people who don't know Vitaly, okay, because explain to me, like, what was his start and what did he do where he kind of like went off and you're like, oh, he's never coming back from that?
Okay, so Vitaly was, like I said, an OG. So him and a few other YouTubers were like the face of actual YouTube. Like when they were doing pranks or they were doing vlogs or they were just, there was only a handful of people that you knew as a social media star. And he is like one of the OGs of it. And what happened to him is just kind of like any human, right? They go through things, and sadly, because you're at the top and you go through things, it's magnifying. And he went down a path that I think he's probably recovered from, and now he's back. But I just find it so cool, and it's also so gracious. Like his audience isn't judging him, and like the people are not trying to push him down. And I find that cool because I feel like we live in a world now that if you make a mistake or if you do something, people want to burn you and like throw you aside. But watching him succeed again, and also in a lane that's so original, like how he did in the beginning. He originally started his own material and doing it in a fun, different way. And I kind of want to get into, so Vitaly is a streamer who catches and he does these like, he preps for them to like freak them out. Like he'll buzz their hair, he'll do all this stuff. I'm sitting on the side and my friend goes, hey dude, you got to watch this. And I go, what? And I'm watching this video and I'm like, oh, is it like, I'm thinking it's a clip, you know, like I'm watching this guy sitting down like really scared, and they bring in this other but he's not really he's a stunt guy, and they light him on fire, and they're like, this is what we do to so the other guy, the real gets so scared he starts having a heart attack. Now I have so much to say about this.
How do you even continue this right now?
All I want to say is this. I would want it to be said that Hunger Games is getting closer and closer every day.
No, but it is. We're so desensitized that now, in order for us to be really shocked and entertained, we're watching real life get caught. Like that is where are we?
Soon enough we're gonna be taking like murderers and like putting them in an arena and be like, okay, just go at it. Like who's the better one? Like
no, but dude, like no, it's inevitable at this point. Like the direction we're gonna feed the hunger, right? Like and it's just, bro, the fact that I'm watching live in the moment somebody being lit on fire to scare another man to thinking he's about to be lit on fire, like dude, like did you see Bradley like confront a producer from Hollywood and now like there's people that are like, oh, the elites are gonna come after you. Vitaly's worried. I don't know if Bradley's worried, but like where did we go, bro? I remember like the craziest thing social media did is when people grabbed gallons of milk and just slam it on the ground.
George, you also got to take into fact you're 30 years old.
What are you
There's
doing?
There's 12-year-olds that are at home.
Bro?
There's 12. No. There's 12-year-olds, bro. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go on Twitch, and then they pull up Twitch, bro. and they're like eating Doritos while watching caught on fire.
Dragon Ball Z, bro. The massive difference, bro.
You know what this is for the 12-year-olds? This is like chat roulette.
Yeah, Omega.
Oh, you're
know?
a little younger
Yeah.
than
This
us,
is
so you
like-
had that realm. I didn't
Yeah,
have that.
I did.
The internet for me,
Yeah.
like, bro, I'll never forget. My
You're
mom
like-
busted in the room and was so mad at me because I was at Nickelodeon.com playing Krabby Patty Hunger thing, like where SpongeBob was just
Yeah.
eating. And my mom was like, "Is that the internet?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "So you're out there with other people, huh?" And she like just takes the cord. And dude, I would be playing RuneScape, and if somebody made one call, it's over. I can't even play my game anymore. Like the difference that we have versus these guys, like, is massively
Crazy,
different.
dude.
But I will say this. I will add a shining light to this. I guarantee you now, a couple more seasons of this episode, there's going to be a lot of kids there's going to be a lot of adults that are like, maybe I shouldn't try to hang out with this kid right now because Vitaly is going to come after me.
Dude, God willing.
So yes, I'm saying, so how many actually like moments is he saving because he's scaring these guys and putting them on the stand?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
I mean, there are, when he has enough evidence against them, like the police does come and take them and bring them to jail. So I mean, good, because any you can catch, take them away, bro. Lock them up forever, please.
And make a scene of it.
It's
Hell
a
yeah.
good thing, but it is just wild. Some of the things we come across. I come across some of the reels sometimes from his clips, and some of the things that he's doing on there, like it is just
Shaving their
I feel like
eyebrows.
I'm on the dark web, you know?
Yeah. It feels like I shouldn't be watching it.
Yeah. Gideon's coming back and he's about to do it.
Yeah.
I hope he does it in a more
He has
but
to,
how
right?
could you be more positive in this type of situation?
I don't know, man.
Bro,
It's a lot of-
can we just talk just for a split second that this is actually happening as we speak? Like this is happening. Like
He was catching with Lil Pump. Like,
Little Pump was a part of one of them?
yes.
He's-
They were
he's
rapping. They
breathing.
were rapping to a while shaving his head.
Come here.
It's just like,
It's crazy that it's crazy that they're so easily able to find so many to catch. I think that's the sad part.
I wonder what their workflow is.
Why was that producer there?
Producer?
to talk to a 15-year-old.
No, I know, but like to me, it's like, bro, are you stupid? Like,
Clearly.
go to the island where all your other friends are going
Shut
to.
up.
Like, don't go to Starbucks on Twitter. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was a little dark humor.
Yeah, it's okay.
Tommy, please, you're not a guard dog, bro. What also doesn't seem real to me is the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul thing. It is happening. It's a real thing. But it's just like, it feels like the Rocky movie. You know, like where Rocky had to fight the younger guy?
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Before I go any further on this, who do you guys think is going to win?
Well, can
No, speak your truth. Don't
Is
worry.
Jake
I
watching?
say what I think about?
Is Jake
No,
watching?
here's the thing I respect about Jake. Jake, he's very honest and real. So, like, whatever you could say, he's not going to get offended
I
by
don't
it.
think there's anything you can do to get inside that guy's head. You know what I mean? Like, think of how many things he's done in front of the whole world and how many people talk badly about him. And it's like he has blinders on. Like, if he wants something, bro, he'll get it.
Well, I just find that it was awesome because I learned from him, right? I like try to absorb the good things that he has, and what I love is that he had a destination he had to get to, and people are like, "Yeah, bro, dude, shut up, bro. All you do is cause problems." And he goes, "Okay, I'm the problem child now," and he just kept going. And I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "All right, just take it on your back and just keep moving." I was like, "That's pretty
sick.
impressive." But
It's
go
just
ahead.
hard to say because I mean, Mike Tyson's obviously like a legend and a professional for years. So
How?
sorry.
How?
I'm sorry.
We're always at a dinner table. She always kicks my shins, and I go, "Babe, please stop kicking me, bro." But like, I'm so far away from you right now, dude. It's so unacceptable.
I just got
dude.
excited when I was talking. I'm sorry.
She's wearing ballet flats, bro.
Dude, you're a little ballerina.
Thank you. But I think it's hard to say because I don't think my opinion's a good opinion, honestly. And again, because what do I know about boxing? You know, I think that Jake is super athletic and I think he's super talented. I think people don't give him enough credit. I think people are always trying to like discredit him and saying like, "Oh, it was bought, it was this, it was that." Like, people just be honest with yourselves. Jake is a very talented boxer at the end of the day. That's it. And then Mike is a professional legend, so who knows
He's a
how
professional legend.
you know what
He's
I'm
a
saying?
legend. He's professional at being
He
a legend.
is. So who knows how this is gonna go? But I don't know. And I will say a lot of people, because I look at comments, and people are like,
She talks like a mom, doesn't she? She goes, "I've been reading comments, and you young
So
people,
I've been tapping into the culture.
and you guys have a lot of riz going on here."
God.
but I will say that I think, you know, people seem very unhappy with the fact they're like, I think it's very sweet that they're smiling with each other. And he was kind of like, do, kind of like a little, yeah, buddy. And I think that's sweet. But a lot of people are not happy with it because they're like, Mike would have never smiled and shook in someone's hands, whatever years ago, you know, so this is fake.
Bro,
So-
the internet's getting
Get
so
over it, guys.
crazy.
Mike respects
know.
him.
The internet's getting so out of hand with their comments that they're like, "No, that's not how he would act." It's like,
Literally.
bro, that's
He's
him.
acting
He's not.
right now.
He's not a hologram, bro. That's him. You know what I mean? Like, no, that's not Mike Tyson. That's not him.
I think he's just like, after all these years, he's like, why am I going to go up and act all like mad? Like, obviously he's going to fight him and he's going to do his best, but like,
Okay, so here's my honest.
Okay.
Here's my honest kicker on this, bro. I think Jake is heavily underrated. I think people are not understanding the heart that he has when it comes to fighting. It's like, you know, a wise man said, it's not how many times you could get hit, but it's how many times you could get hit and keep getting back up.
Wow.
You know? And he keeps getting back up physically, emotionally,
Wow.
mentally, financially. This man gets back up. That being said, I'm watching a young beast of a kid about to fight an older legend. I'm worried. This is my actual fear that people are like, Mike is going to kill Jake. And Jake's kind of collecting this data in his head. And he's like, oh, shit, I got to come prepared because he is older, but he's still Mike Tyson. So he goes in there ready to rip heads. And Mike's age is going to catch up to him. And I'm scared that if he hurts Mike Tyson, bro, I don't think he's going to be able to really feel good about himself afterwards. You know what I mean? Like, that's my only fear.
I've heard that it's kind of a lose-lose to a certain degree.
But why?
But also, it's like, I'm going to get smoked for this. But, dude, I think Jake is the face of boxing now. Like, when I think of boxing, I think of Jake Paul. Like, you might hate me for saying this, and a lot of people might be like, oh, bro, you're just sucking up and blah, blah, blah. But, dog, go across the street, go talk to somebody about boxing. They're probably going to bring up the problem child. And a lot of people make fun of him, or they say he's not a boxer, but it's like, how could you not be a boxer and in my eyes be the face of boxing?
I mean, like, he's helped his boxers financially, right? And like, that's such a huge thing. And they talked about Jake. I know it's Mike Tyson, but they also talked about Jake Paul on the Tom Brady roast. Like, it's like, now
they did.
You know, now it's to a next level. Like, I feel like a few years ago, I wasn't hearing about these like crazy box matches between, you know, legends and other boxers. Like, you just weren't. But now with Jake, like, you hear about it. Everybody hears about it.
He definitely brought it to a whole different level. And he's
This
really
is-
good at talking shit.
It's like
This is
Taylor
the
Swift
first-
going to football games.
Also, if you notice, like when you go to his fights,
Comparing Jake Paul to Taylor Swift.
wait, I
That's
missed
so
it. What'd
funny.
you say?
I said it's like Taylor Swift going to football games.
Nah, I wish I didn't miss that. That was great. That was a great joke.
Yeah, no,
That was a great joke. But if you go watch Jake's fight, there's so many celebrities that are just sitting at the ringside and watching him. Like, bro, here's the thing. Regardless of how you feel about this fight, tell me another fight that everybody's this excited about.
Are we going to go? I want to go.
I have some news I'm going to announce, but it's not yet. But we're definitely going.
Yeah.
We're definitely going.
Are you an undercard?
I'm just kidding. Just imagine. Nah, bro.
And I'm the ring girl.
Nice. And I'm
Over this conversation. Let's move on.
nice.
Guys, speaking of live, our show just goes back.
Says the same thing as before.
just repeats.
The Tom Brady roast.
I had something happen to me that I'd like to discuss with you guys about. And
Are you okay?
Dish.
I am okay.
Okay.
And it's I feel like it's something that you guys might not deal with, but a lot of people deal with.
Is this a race thing?
Because we're white.
Why did you guys? You guys have never looked more Caucasian than that.
so funny.
It's because we're white. Oh, please tell us about our credit score. Go ahead.
You need a new white joke.
I know.
You need a new white joke.
But
Okay, what were you going to say?
actually,
This is a
George,
lose-lose.
actually, George helped me with my credit score, so. What were you going to say?
Were you talking at some point about
We're
something?
having a moment, bro. Shut
Okay.
up.
Well, I'm here.
Please cut that out.
No, I'm not cutting it out. I'm not cutting it out. I'm not cutting
It
it
wasn't
out.
even cute.
I'm not cutting it
It
out.
wasn't even
Like,
cute.
I'm
I
not
don't
even
care.
here.
It wasn't cute.
I don't care. You're amazing.
I'm right. I'm on the couch too, guys. It's disgusting. Disgusting.
Give me your best roar.
Just get fucking married already, guys.
Bro, when
Did that tickle your ear?
but Georgie learned how to say his name in French because his name is
Georges.
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 George.
And he was like, he was with my family, and he was like, George. Say it.
George.
No, say it with the R.
George.
Oh,
Hello, my name is. That's a powerful name in French.
that wasn't a name. You
Excuse me,
moaned.
my name is.
George.
Sir, get away from me. Sir, take 5 steps back right now.
All right, okay, so let me get into
Yeah,
this.
no, you were
I'm
talking.
sweating right now, bro. It's so hot in here.
It's not
Relax,
that hot,
it's not
dude.
hot.
Okay, so I'm in a barber chair.
Okay.
And this is why I said you guys probably wouldn't deal with this because you're a female and you look kind of like the Trolls characters.
That's what I'm going for.
So I'm at the barber's chair and I walk in and the guy that I always have is busy. And he's like, oh, I'm busy right now. And I was like, oh, no big deal. I can come back. But then I go, hey, but do you have somebody who's really good that could cover for you today? I just need to get a beard trim. Just clean. I like what my beard looks like. You've done a great job. Just tidy it up a little bit. I should have known because he went like this. He went, yeah.
That's when you leave.
Nah. See, I was being kind because in my mind, I was like, he's running through names. And then he lands on one. And he's like, yeah, we got one. I sit in this barber's chair. First of all, the guys, like, I love people that are friendly and chatting, but like first accommodate what I need. And then we could get into the discussion that you want. I don't mind talking to you, bro. Talk to me. My mom's a hairstylist. She jokes around being like, I'm a hairstylist and a therapist because me and my clients, we discuss the problems. So I understand what he's doing here. This is a new guy or whatever he's got going on here. I'm not here to judge. Just at least ask me what I want before you start going at it. So I go, whoa.
Did he not?
No, he never asked me. He just started going. I was like, so I literally look at him and go, hey, man, I just want to let you know I just need to clean up. I'm about to go to my mom's salon to get my hair cut. I just need my beard clean. Bro, he goes up to here. And I went, whoa. I go, hey. So that right there was like, I was like, okay, that's strike one. But usually what happens here is that I sit there and then I go, oh my God, I don't want to embarrass this guy and make him stop because this is his work. What if his friends make fun of him? What if this loses his job? I don't want to do this. Like, I'll just rather look ugly. You know, like I'd rather look ugly. But I was like, you know what? I'm not too far out. Look, I go, hey man, like, remember, don't go here. And he did. He went here when I didn't want him to go here. And I was like, all right, like, no big deal. Just go here. Then I'm in, so I'm like looking at the glass because I'm like nervous. And he starts going in here. And I'm like, hey, yo. I was like, buddy, why did you cut here, like farther here? And by the way, it looked worse. I'll explain how he fixed it. So he goes in like a bow and arrow, and then over here, he is
effing your shit up.
Bro, he is making me look cooked, and I'm like, yo. And so I asked him, I go, hey man, no disrespect, are you good with the beards? Or are you like, you're more up here? And he goes,
oh no.
And he looks, buddy, 21 years. I go, oh, okay. So I go, but stop going in here, just go here. Then he does something else, and I go, sorry, sir, like I'm gonna have to stop you. And I've never done this in my life. I've never done this because I don't want to disrespect the barber, or I don't want to because my mom's a hairstylist, bro. Maybe she's having a bad day, or maybe like something's going on. I just don't want to be rude, and it's just an uncomfortable thing, bro. You know what I mean? So I go, I'm sorry, sir. Like, you know, like I really wanted a natural look, and unfortunately, I just don't think you're doing it right now. Do you mind if I get my guy to finish this up? He goes. He grabs it. He was like, he's so confident. He goes, nah, bro. Like, if you look, it's the light. Dude, tell me, Reed, why he actually got me for a split second, dog. For a split second. Because I'm in a new chair. And I'm like, maybe I am back here. Maybe the lighting's not as good. So I get up and I get the mirror. He brings it up real close. And I go, whoa.
You're giving him a second shot.
It's way worse than I thought it was.
No.
So I go, yeah, man, like, you're messing me up a little bit here, bro. I don't want to be rude, but like I'm quiet because there's so many people. I'm like, I'm gonna need somebody else to finish me up. If it's okay, I'll pay you for what you need. I need to get going, you know. And he looks at me, and goes, I don't know, maybe it's your eyes or something like that. Somewhere I was like, now I got offended. Now I'm like, it was the light. Now it might be my eyes. Now I'm like, all right, dude. Like I'm trying to be nice. So all I did is this. I looked at my barber. I go, what's going on here? He goes, nah, I see what you're saying, man. You went too far here. He messed you up here. Now I'm looking at this guy because this guy recommended this guy. He recommended him.
That was your first mistake.
He recommended him. So I walked up to the lady and I said, hey, I'm not pleased with the work that I had today. And I would appreciate if next time if you guys recommend somebody that you do somebody that's could at least finish the work that you guys have been doing on me, because it's not nice what you guys just did. And she goes, not even joking, bro. She goes, yeah, I know. Maybe you shouldn't even gone to that guy. And then they like messaged me and they're like, hey, next time we'll take care of you. And they covered this. I obviously paid. I wanted to make sure that they got taken care of. But bro, like, I feel like I kind of leveled up in life because I didn't sit in that chair.
Balls, bro.
I didn't sit in that chair and there's two directions that I usually do, right? If I'm too emotional, I'll be like, bro, I just got done telling you. And then I let my emotions spill out, right? But I sat there and I was like, you know what, sir? No, I disagree with your work. 21 years of nothing, apparently. So
No, good, bro. Because I will say this: in a lot of times in those kinds of situations, I get too embarrassed and I'll sit there and I'll just be like, fine, it's fine. Like, I'll just suffer. But when it comes to like things like this, like if it's your haircut, your beard, like my nails, like, bro, I'm kind of an annoying like a-hole. Like I'm very like on it, because at the end of the day, then when you leave, you're the one who has to stay like all messed up like that for the rest of the time, and they're giving you a service. So I don't think there's anything wrong with you being like, hey man, like, dude, you cut in, like, I don't want to look stupid. Like, okay, I need this fixed better. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it's such an awkward thing because you don't want to like create an awkward situation between you and the person. But I think you did a perfect job. You came at it sweetly.
It's tough because I'll give another example of kind of similar thing, but it actually worked out. My girl she wanted to bleach her hair a bit. She wants to go blonde, but like she can't just go instantly blonde all the way. And she wanted a kind of dirty blonde. We went to a stylist. It was like $400, super expensive, but they were professional. Halfway through, they had been bleaching her hair for a while, and they took her to the chair to cut, and she looked in the mirror, and she was texting me because I was over there, and she's like, I'm holding back tears right now. I want to cry. This looks like shit. I'm paying $400 for this. Then her other friend was there, and she was texting her, and she's like, her friend was like, dude, like, they're just texting. She's like, you're not paying for this. Like, as soon as we get to, like, the cash register, we're going to be like, we're very disappointed in this. We don't think this deserves the full payment. But then, like, after sitting in the chair for 30 minutes, the bleach kept setting. And then by the end, she was abundantly happy. She's like, this looks amazing. This looks so good. But just the wave of emotions, $400, it's your hair that's like, I could get this done by friends, but I wanted to come and have a professional salon do it. So it's that hard balance of customer service, and you have to give them a full opportunity to show them what they're going to do. But then you have to trust your own gut, so it's tough. Now, a beard is a pretty direct, what's happening.
You would think.
Yeah. A lot of times it's a trust the process. See, with girls, though, a lot of times you have to trust the process, and it's tough. Even when you're getting your nails done, you have to trust the process. You're like, oh, God.
By the way, Barber, spin your
process.
chair so they can't see that you can't see the mirror. I say none of that anymore. I go, excuse me, sir. No, I hate that. I hate that, bro. Dude, what are you doing? Why is this a magic show?
But
you're
also,
turn me around
if you're hyper focusing on it, you could be like, why is it going like that? And they're like, just 1 second, I'm not finished yet. Don't jump to conclusions.
I think you can ask questions. Like, I get it might be annoying for the professionals because, like, bro, just let me do my job. But you can ask questions if you're worried. Like, oh, hey, like, is this how it's going to look? And then they can reassure you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Speaking of services
and insurance,
there's been some topic of discussion online that I haven't really jumped into because it's a touchy subject, and it's about tipping. And there's a lot of people that are upset about the tipping being everywhere. And the reason I never jumped on it right now is because I don't know. Money is such an uncomfortable thing to talk about, right? Like like they're asking you to tip. I am in a position now where I wasn't in the past where I could generously tip. But if I'm struggling and everybody just keeps asking me for a tip, it's like putting me in a position to look rude. But I'm not trying to be rude. I just don't think it's fair because I'm struggling myself and you're asking for more. So I never really took this upon myself because right now I am in a position where I'm very blessed and financially I'm good. And I think that what I have is given from God. So if I feel in my heart I give, then I give, and God will replenish it with some even more than that. So tipping to me, I never wanted to jump into it, but I ran into some situation where I was like, all right, that is unacceptable. And I'm going to stand up about this because I know there's a lot of people that feel uncomfortable because they don't want to look like they don't have money, and they also don't want to look cheap. So I'm going to just say this. If your business shouldn't ask for a tip, I think it's very wrong of you to ask for a tip because you're putting your customers in a situation to feel like nobody wants to feel like they're cheap or being rude, but they also don't know how to communicate that. Like, that's not fair. I went to Dave & Buster's and I got me and all of my friends cards to go play games.
Very generous.
That's not what I brought it up for.
Wow.
That's not what I brought it up for. That's not what I brought it up for. But I got the cards, and all they did is take my money and give me cards to go play. Before this happened, there was at Cracker Jacks or any other place you put a $5 and they give you coins, right? All right. So she gives me my cards and she spins it around and she goes, I swear to God. I go, what? And she goes, you know, if you like to tip. So I was like, I was literally taken back. I was like, what
What's the customer service aspect of that exchange?
So I asked her, I literally just go, if you don't mind me asking, what am I tipping for?
Yeah.
And she goes, no, it's if you want to. I'm like, no, that's totally fine. I do want to, but could you explain to me what I'm tipping for? Sir, if you just want to. I was like, for what? For what? I know you want me to, and trust me, I would love to. For what? You know what, sir, don't even worry about it. And she turns it around, and I sat there, and I'm like, I wonder how many people...
They get me, bro.
They
get me, bro.
But to me, it's like, how many people are there with their kids? And they're trying to have a good time with their kids. They barely have enough money to scrape up, and like they want to put it like, what are you asking for? You're doing your job. You're getting paid to get me to give you your money to give me the cards. Now, mind you, if you're I don't like when people are like, well, why are waitresses getting? All right, buddy, they're bussing your tables, they're running around, they're doing stuff. They're actually accommodating a service.
They're also they're in charge of you having a great experience or a horrible experience.
Yes.
If they forget your order and they come out with something else, and then you're there for an extra hour than you should be, or there's freaking allergies and stuff, dude. Like they're in charge of so much.
The tipping culture has become so outrageous, and I completely agree with what you've said, and I think that it's just not fair. You put a lot of people in really uncomfortable situations. Why are we tipping why am I tipping at Home Depot? You know what I mean? Like, it's gone to that point. Like, Home Depot doesn't ask for tips, but you know what I mean? Like, it's to that point where you're like, dude, this is literally the only thing I'm paying you for is for this one thing. Like, I'm buying something from you, and then that's it. There was no service. You didn't take care of me. You didn't do my eyebrows. You didn't do my toes. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, now it's gotten so outrageous. And like, I know, like, even, you know, like, puts my mom in uncomfortable situations. She was like, oh, I have to tell them, like, okay, like, no, because this is not what I came for. Like, I just think it's gone way outrageous.
You know what else bothers me? And again, I might just sit here looking like I'm complaining, but it really broke my heart when I found out that like the donations are not all going to what the cause is. I know it sounds stupid because a lot of people already knew that. But when I heard, like, I'm not going to mention what it is because I don't want to be disrespectful because I don't know if it's fully true, but somebody told me that there was this campaign to save dogs and it raised like $1 billion or something like that. And I guess they gave like 5% of the earnings to the dogs. And in my mind, I'm like, dude, you make us feel guilty when you spin the CVS or the Petco or all this. Like, do you want to save a dog's life? And you're like, well, this is not even going to a dog. This is not going to anybody. And I feel like there's so much frustration because people are working so hard for their money and they want to do good and they want to tip and they want this, but there's so much crap that's coming with it that it's putting bitterness in people's hearts.
Also, those flip around the screen, do you want to donate? Those are usually for the company to have a tax advantage.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Tax write-off.
If you donate, then in your taxes that falls under community service or something, I believe, and you get a write-off.
That is sad, bro. It's sad.
It's just been added now everywhere. I mean, I get it if it's an option. So, you know, if you choose to, I think that's great. Yeah. And I think there's so many places where we do get wonderful service. And I think that we should all be mindful to really, you know, like to be generous with that.
Absolutely.
Because they are doing their best. They're going out of their way, you know, and if you can help out, do it. But also we shouldn't feel obliged to like tip somebody when there shouldn't be a tip.
I love doing a big tip and knowing that like what you give out to the universe is going to come back to you. You know what I mean? So it's like if I have a waiter and they like give me a great night, it makes me feel good to give them a generous tip. Like it almost sounds selfish to a certain degree, but it's like I leave that being like I had a great dinner and I gave somebody something that lifts me up. I know it lifts them up too. So it's like it just creates this cycle.
Yeah, giving is the greatest thing in the world.
It's the best. But just when you're not even thinking about it and they're asking, and it's like, wait, I just got a black coffee for 3 seconds and I left and I'm tipping $2 on a $2 coffee. I didn't even think about that. They just flipped it around and I'm used to pressing that button and it's programmed into me. And then now it's not even, it just built into it. It's becoming a problem for sure.
Yeah. But also I do want to make it clear that if you are financially taken care of and your kids are, you remember there's a level, right? You want to make sure you're good. So that way you can help others. But the others are your family first, your children, and then from there you could help others. So if you're financially like safe and you know your bills are good and you know your home is good, like I'm in a position where I know I'm good, not because of my works, because of the grace of God. I'm good. So I will go out and I won't think twice about this type of thing. And that will give you a sense of freedom and you'll feel very, very good, bro. Like it also like, you never know that $20 might be somebody's gas tank to go home tonight or like something like that. So it's like, don't hear the bad of like, oh, everybody's just asking for tips. So then now you're like, I'm not tipping anybody to show, because you might be taking bread off of a child's table. So
Absolutely.
like if you could give, and you really could, you got to talk about it with yourself and your partner, whoever you're running the house with. If you could, then give. But if you can't, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to take care of yourself right now because you have a wife and you have kids, like it doesn't make you cheap. It makes you smart. You're trying to hold your home safe and sound. And then when God puts you in a position where you could then go and give, then you go and give. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. I hope everybody's like, okay, because boy, oh boy, did I learn my words could get me in trouble.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
Speaking of words going back and forth, we got to end this saga of Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. I need to hear your opinion.
And Drake.
Kendrick Lamar and Drake.
And no offense,
And
not your
Drake.
opinion, because you're just as clueless as me. Me and you know nothing about this. My friend over here is more culturally sound in this. Unless you do know, and I'm disrespecting you.
Yeah, maybe you
It's
are
over. There's
disrespecting
nothing
me.
to even
Maybe I
talk
know
about.
everything about it.
Read. Am I disrespecting you?
No.
Okay, read. So
There's nothing to even talk about.
Who
It's
won?
over.
Who won?
Dude, Kendrick. What do you mean?
Really?
We had this conversation 2 weeks ago, bro. I said
Okay.
Drake is a silly goose for doing this.
You did say that.
And here we are.
You did say that.
And everybody's like, there's just a moment of silence right now. We'll see what happens. But it is unanimously decided that Kendrick won. Wow. And it's crazy because
But
Drake was
did anybody
the
lose?
one to put out the most. Drake has the last word. And Kendrick didn't even respond. He just let the culture say, oh, Kendrick was doing so good. And then Drake like hopped back. And this is what he did. And Kendrick didn't even say anything.
Drake is the Jake Paul of rap. Like he's
That's
always
going in the intro. That's going in the intro, bro.
he even if he loses, he wins. He can't lose because
Yeah.
like, bro, everybody's like, oh, did you see how Drake got cooked? And in my mind, I'm like, I might be stupid, but like, I don't really see it that way. I like the songs that they both put out.
Yeah.
And I might be dumb for saying that, but like both of them, like,
You know,
to me, it was just like so sick that they just kept dropping songs like that.
It's also like people love just like being like, yeah, this guy's it. This other guy sucks. But I remember seeing a clip of Charlemagne talking about how like in his years of, he's listened to hip hop his whole life. And there's been a couple big beefs in the past over like the last 30 years. And this has been at the top tier of every time somebody releases something, it has highest quality. Everything has so much substance. Like, what a treat. Like,
Charlemagne say that?
Charlemagne said that. He's
That
like,
guy's really
this
like,
is-
he looks at the negative of everything, and if he's looking at it in a
he
positive
was
way,
like, this is, yeah. Now, granted, Drake should have never done this. He got cooked.
No, I don't
But
think so. I don't think so. Oh, actually, no, because like the aftermath. So, okay, let's talk about this
There's
aftermath.
I have something to say
Reputations,
about the
bro.
aftermath.
But what?
I have something to say about the aftermath.
Okay, please.
Because I've been seeing it.
Get in there, bro.
On my Explore page. That's right. And no, but seriously, because of what Kendrick said, now everybody is digging up like all this stuff about Drake.
Yeah.
And it's
the
not
music
helping
thing
him.
is really funny.
Like there's a photo from Kylie Jenner's Instagram where it's from like 2015 and they're in the club, and in the photo, Kylie Jenner is like 16 maybe and Drake is like 25 and he's like all up like kissing her, like it was kind of like a sexual picture. So like, ooh, and then they're pulling up all his lyrics from his past songs that allude to him being into girls who are younger.
I saw that compilation
that,
too,
yeah.
and there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
So it's just, he's not getting out of this because there's just too much
So like he's talking about kids, right? Like
just like, yeah, younger
they should just be
girls.
doing their academics. Speaking of,
Academics. I don't even know. Do we even want to go into that? Even accusation stuff is like,
but bro, even if it's true or not true, it's just like
What?
what do you mean what?
Academics?
Yeah, academics.
academics.
Is like,
you know, he's like a
there's this
hip hop reporter kind of guy. He's like in the culture a lot. People say that he's on Drake's payroll. That Drake
I
pays
don't know
him.
who this guy is. I just saw today. I looked at Reed and I go, this academics guy is getting like attacked for this thing.
Yeah.
Allegedly, they're saying that he did some pretty foul things, but this is what's crazy. It's like, it's good if they catch him and he did it and it's bad.
Yeah.
But like, my God, if the guy didn't do that and you can't take that name off of somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? So like, I pray that if he didn't do that he like recovers like quick from that, because being called something that like gross, like a rapist or a is literally the bottom of the bottom worst.
Yeah, of course.
And so like, if they're just calling him out just to feed the flames of like the Drake and Kendrick thing, you guys are just mowing past people's lives, bro. Like,
Yeah.
You can't just, but again, if it's true, good. We'll just send a live stream of Vitaly and go grab him. But if it's not, and I pray that he recovers from that, because it's tough.
That's crazy.
That's a tough thing to be up against.
Wasn't there a shooting in front of Drake's house recently too?
I don't know fully what happened. I think Reed knows.
Well, his security guard got shot in the chest. Like,
is he
in the
like,
drive-by? I
but-
believe he's okay.
Is he
He's
okay?
stable. He's alive. He's fine.
But
He's
was he
good.
wearing a bulletproof vest?
Not sure. Don't know
Oh.
I just heard that he's stable.
Who shot at him?
Don't know.
Is there like
Don't
any,
know.
like-
There's also like, ever since that, there's been like pretty much every day I've seen a headline like another intruder like trying to sneak onto Drake's property, and it might be because of Kendrick's cover art for Not Like Us, which was like the Citizens app, but then there was like 10 red dots on it were like sex offenders.
Yeah.
And it's like the OVO house. So it might be because he like leaked where he lives because the
address,
street
yeah.
name's there. Which is just
that's
He
not
fully
cool,
leaked
bro.
his address. Yeah.
he didn't fully leak his address,
That's
but he put
crazy.
it's
He
if
did.
somebody wants to find it, they could.
Okay, so he leaked his address.
But also, bro,
fully
I'm
did.
sure you could. It's
you can find it.
like when
But he put it out there.
Yes.
That's different. But I will say this. Somebody said, now allegedly, I don't know anything about this, but I was playing basketball and somebody told me that Drake is tied with the mob and so is the Weeknd. And they're saying that the Weeknd was his team was the one.
yeah,
that-
because they've been going at each other a
well,
little bit
in
too.
the lyrics of the song, he says the Weeknd, make me want to grab some on my waist. And in my mind, I'm like, that means that he wanted to shoot at somebody. And so I was like, if that's his like time to retaliate.
Dude, some good old Canadian beef. That's sick.
And also, it's like I didn't know the Weeknd was like that. Like, when you hear him, you're like, ooh, I could dance, and like this guy's like the new generation Michael Jackson. I think he's the mob and like a.
Yeah, I don't know
Anything's
anything
possible,
about
bro.
that. The only I won't even say.
And also, his name is Abel.
yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm just finding out so much through this fight. Just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Drake's last
I've
name
seen a
is
lot
Graham.
I've seen a lot of conspiracies too, like, but I won't even say about Greg. Yeah.
I really like this episode today.
Dude, this was really good.
I wanted to end it with opening my new paintings.
Stop.
Yeah.
Oh my God, since you said so.
So Reed's dad, if you guys have been watching the podcast,
It's heavy.
Lord, okay.
You ordered 3 because you're so freaking nice, bro.
dude, this is.
Open it. Open the knife.
I'm
Open
scared
the
that I'm gonna.
scissors.
Do you know how to...
Who does that? Open it. Have you never
This
opened a
is
box
hard to
before?
watch, dude.
I don't really open boxes.
Okay, I'll hand you... So you ordered 3 paintings, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going
Ooh,
to
I'm
hand
so
you one.
excited.
Like I don't want to even look at it until I see it.
Oh my gosh, I know. I
Could one of you guys,
I'll
Belle,
put it
you
in
hold
the-
it up and then I'll open my eyes and look
Oh,
at it.
that one
Okay.
looks sick.
Oh, don't! You're getting me all. Okay, tell me which I'm gonna look at before I look at it.
I haven't even looked at it yet, so
You want...
I'm
Wait,
holding
you
it
want to
up.
know which one it is?
Yeah, before I want to know, and then I'm gonna look.
Surf fishing on a fall morning.
Got it. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Send it, bro.
Bro, Reed.
You gotta turn
Bro,
it.
you gotta. Whoa, bro.
Can I see it?
Wow. Bro, this looks like a museum painting.
Bro, it's
The texture's
The texture's
crazy.
crazy.
wow.
I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera well because when I ordered this, I didn't even think it looked this cool, bro. The texture's everything.
It's
What
so
is
much more
this?
vibrant than I thought it was going to
Wow.
be, too. He does
That is-
acrylic, so it's like layered on top of...
Put the link in the description, and also over like while we're going over this, put the website where they could
I
go
will.
and purchase
That
this.
is
Yes, sir.
magical. It is so like the energy in the painting. You know what I mean?
It's also like all the pictures on the website are so funny because it's like my dad's like old iPhone and him taking photos of it, and then you see them in person and it like jumps in your face.
Yeah.
Wait, the pictures online is a photo of
yeah. So like he takes just the photos with his iPhone, and he's not a good photographer by any means.
of this.
Yes. So like you
To sell it.
saw the website.
I was gonna
And-
say something. You guys need to fix that.
Yeah.
Because this is not what I thought it was gonna look like. Dude. This is incredible.
Yeah.
I knew it was good because
Yeah.
I've seen some of his paintings in real life that you showed me, but this one is like,
Yeah.
you need to redo the website.
It's just hard because it's like I'm managing their website for them, but they live in New Mexico, so it's like I'm trying to give them all the tools and set everything up for them, but they don't have like a full workflow set up. Like just us shipping things to people is like my mom's like been figuring out a perfect workflow and stuff, but then like getting professional quality photographs of the paintings is a whole nother thing. So yeah,
Wow.
in person the paintings pop.
I don't know what you just said because I
love
was
it.
tying my thing, but you definitely
Yeah,
changed
you
the
were
website.
tying your waistband.
My head was just kind of like, dang, dude, this man is so talented.
Yeah.
But also, it makes so much sense, bro. You're so talented, dude.
Thank you, dude.
You guys have an eye for art.
I
I looked. I didn't even wait. I looked.
Show the camera.
I looked. I didn't even wait. I did not wait.
Oh my god, I love it.
That frame is sick.
Wow, bro. This is all the vibes.
Dude, come
man.
on, bro.
Okay,
You're
I'm
getting me
sorry.
so excited.
This is all the vibes. Okay, this one's called Bicycle Ready for Early Morning Ride.
That's mine. That's the one I got for me. I'm excited.
Oh, really? Okay, well, open your eyes.
Dude, can I tell you why that painting means so much to me? Give me this.
Yeah.
Because you have bikes.
Because when I saw this, and I'm going to tell you what I saw, because art is by the eye, right? Like any man can look at art and feel a different type of thing. I don't know what your dad was thinking when he painted this, but how I think it's like, God willing, one day I'll have a home where it has a lot of lighting. And if you notice in the garage, this place even has a window in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
So in the garage, I'm going to go and grab my bike, because every morning I grab my bike and I always like think about my work. I'll take my meetings on my bike. I'll think about creativity on my bike. It's kind of how I wind down. A lot of times you'll see me out. I'm like, hey, I can't work right now. I got to go for a bike ride. And I'll say, hey, Reed, come on a bike ride with me.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I saw myself retired. And the only thing I was doing was like reading the Bible or preaching at the time. And so I wanted, God willing, my ending days to be just me with my family. And in the mornings, my alone time is when I come into the garage, grab my bike on a beautiful day and just go.
I love that,
So
dude.
when I saw this, it really did call out to me. And I'm like, oh, man.
So
Bro, the
sweet.
framing is sick.
Yeah, the frame is dope.
Everything. It goes perfectly with the vibe of the painting.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
I'm sure my mom picked that one out. Nice,
and I
Mom.
love the color of the bike.
Me too.
Compliments his mom, and it's his dad probably goes, dude, what?
Okay, last one.
They're just so, I don't know how to explain it. They're so, it's like a little storybook. Do you know what I mean? They look like a page from a little storybook.
He's been getting a lot of commissions because George, we shouted out my dad's website on one of the last podcasts, which he's so grateful for. And we've been doing a lot of commissions, and a lot of people are having portraits and stuff done.
Really?
Which is so cool, but I think he really flourishes with just a little scene where he can just portray life through something.
I would love to see him do like Laguna Beach, you know?
Yeah, see, he loves landscapes.
Maybe I'm going to send him a little something, send him a picture or something.
Okay. Last one.
So many layers.
Vibrant.
So spooky, yeah. Okay.
Which one is this one?
This one is New Mexico Sunset.
That one's also mine.
I'm holding it.
The fishing one is Jessica's, the first one.
Nice pick.
The bike
Justin.
one's mine. And then obviously, if anybody knows me, my favorite things in the world are bike rides and sunsets.
Yeah, you can go ahead and
can
open
look.
up New Mexico Sunset.
Dude, this man is talented. Wow, bro.
I'm so glad we opened these up on camera. So cool.
I know. What a fun experience. Wow. It's like a field in the sun.
I love this, bro. Thank you, Reed's dad. And if you want go to the description.
Crushed it.
I talked about it like it's a brand deal. And if you want my code, you get at the same price that you would pay without my code. Use my code George for the same price you would pay without the code. But yeah, this is amazing, man. I can't wait to hang these up.
Thanks for supporting him, dude.
Of course, bro.
It means the world to him.
All
And
right.
me.
So, guys, that's it for today's episode. We are going to see you guys next week with a special guest. I'm not going to mention who it is.
Mm-hmm.
See you later, Gators.
And I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything you guys have done. And again, I just want to say for all of you guys that rock with me and know the kind of man I am. I'm not a perfect man, but I'm just blessed that I could work on myself in front of a cool audience like you guys. So I just want to say thank you guys so much, and I love you guys. And cheers to a lot more up and downs on this show, right?
Absolutely. Just the beginning, bro.
Love you guys. I'll see you guys next time.